Cruelty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and as you can tell by the intro clip, not a heck of a lot has changed on ladder these past few days. If anything, it has gotten worse and worse and worse. Hence the thumbnail of, is this the worst meta ever? I've had a lot of people come to me complaining. I had more people on Twitter asking me, make another video about Deck of Lunacy being broken. This is absurd. This is unfun. This meta sucks. It's awful. And what are the devs doing? This new expansion is terrible. And I want to go into basically a review of the current meta. What is going so wrong? What makes this meta feel so bad? And why I don't think it's all doom and gloom, why I think things will rebound, but you know, things will definitely have to change before that happens. So let's just go into it. Let's go class by class, take a look at what every class is doing and what's kind of sucking and not feeling good about facing it, or maybe a certain class is just not doing well. So first we have Demon Hunter, and Demon Hunter is doing okay. You have like the Death Rattle Demon Hunter. It's not a bad deck. It's not great. That Death Rattle package is all right, but it's just like a middling whatever deck. And you have another like Watchtower Demon Hunter that uses the new Illidari Inquisitor card, which is King Crush, but way better. This card's ridiculous. What the hell? Yeah, it's a crazy card. But yeah, Demon Hunter, it's like a counter to Mage, but that's basically it. It doesn't pop up a lot in higher ranks, and it's not doing great, but I don't see a lot of Demon Hunter hate. It's probably one of the healthier classes right now, despite having some ridiculously overtuned stuff. Druid is just a scam class at the moment. You either scam with early Gibberlings into Lightning Bloom garbage or Guff stuff, or you play like the that Eclipse deck where you just make everything 1 mana and just do ridiculous mana cheat things. Like I'll highlight here, this game happened to me today where my opponent just cheated a bajillion mana on me. And yes, I'm playing Lunacy Mage, and I'm only playing Lunacy Mage until it's nerfed as protest, because I will lose my mind basically. If I play anything else in face Mage, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm protest. But you can see here, the turn this guy has is absolutely ridiculous, and that's Druid. Druid either completely scams you or does nothing and dies. So it's either really frustrating to face or it's a total steamroll. And for the most part, the class isn't performing that well. Hunter, again, not doing great. You have some face archetypes out there that can punish Mage. Notice the trend, most of these decks have to punish Mage to be playable, and that's about it. The beast stuff, like the whole Dire Frenzy thing, is not working great, because again, Mage will just crap on that. It's too slow, and ladder is like 50% Mage. It's ridiculous. And then we have Mage. Mage is the bane of people's existence right now. I've had tons of people tell me that like when they see a deck of Lunacy coined on one or just played, they concede. They just get out of the game. They don't want to deal with it. They don't even want to try and win. It's like, I don't even want to play. And I had a lot of people tell me as well that they just flat out like stop playing Hearthstone once they face a couple of Lunacy Mages. So that deck is just driving people crazy, and you can see here by I've got this tweet here of a friend who hit legend, like he's faced over 50% Mages. That's just disgusting, and I'm one of those people. I know I'm one of those people. Again, I'm just demonstrating how stupid the deck is. Let me give you an example of how stupid Lunacy Mage is. I'm a decent player. I consider myself to be, you know, compared to the average player, I'm pretty good, but compared to like top pro players, I'm nowhere near that. But just today on stream, I beat the rank 1 legend and like world championship runner-up in Monsanto. I beat Xananan twice. He's like the priest master. I beat Pizza, who's a top pro. I beat all these guys, and I'm literally just spamming random crap. I'm not thinking. I'm playing Deck of Lunacy, and I'm getting random stuff, and I'm beating all these players. So you can just imagine, give this deck to anybody, play Deck of Lunacy. It's absurd, it's stupid, and this deck is just driving people crazy, and it needs to change. The win rate on Deck of Lunacy keeps going up and up. It's not quite Paladin level, and we'll talk about Paladin, but it's just got to change. And you know, we mentioned in the video yesterday, in case you missed that, Ixar has said they're looking at it. We'll cover this more in This Week in Hearthstone tomorrow, so tune in for that. We have some nerf speculations and some ideas coming there, but oh boy, this needs to change, and it's so unhealthy. It's sad because Hero Power Mage looked pretty cool, and it's basically nowhere to be found because it's so slow in comparison to playing Nagrin Slam on turn 5 or 6. It's just absurd. Next we have Paladin, which is the other really problematic class. It's just overtuned. It's super overtuned. If you look at the win rate on HS Replay, it's still above Mage, which is so busted. It's like Demon Hunter day one levels of broken. Like, it's just everything about the class is overtuned. And this started back last year in Ashes of Outland when Paladin sucked. So they buffed Libram of Justice, they buffed Aldor Attendant, and they've just given Paladin absurd card after absurd card after absurd card till we're at the point where now, yeah, they're not bad. They're absolutely out of control. I mean, the secret weapon alone has the highest win rate in the game over Deck of Lunacy, which should tell you something. And it's a rare. You can run 2 of them, so you're twice as likely to have it in your opener, making Paladin that much more ridiculous. So I think Paladin as well is locking like everything out. Basically, its early game is just so unmatchable, even by Tempo Rogue. Tempo Rogue struggles with it now because of that weapon. The Paladin locks almost everything out. So right now, yeah, Paladin and Mage are so unbelievably powerful. They lock almost everything out in the game. If you're an aggro strategy, Paladin beats you. If you're any slower strategy, Mage beats you. It's just a real problem in that way, and that's why this meta has felt really bad, is these 2 classes dictating everything. Next, we have Priest, which is doing really terribly. It's in the dumpster. At high ranks, I've seen a decent amount of like Rally Priest and a Cthulhu Control Priest, but overall, class is struggling. It just gets wrecked by Mage. Mage just absolutely destroys it. Like, Rally Priest loses Devolving Missiles, and the Cthulhu Priest just, it doesn't generate what it used to do, and Mage again just craps on it, but it can do okay against like Paladin. It's a struggle. Priest is a real struggle. Rogue started off really strong with like the Watch Post Rogue, but it's fallen off. Can't deal with Mage, so people have reverted mostly to like Weapon Rogue to just hit mages in the face. And that's about it. But then if they queue into mostly anything else, they lose because they don't have that board presence and they don't have like Nitro Boost to be as brutal as before, so they kind of lose to those early game strategies. So Rogue has even fallen off that it's sub 50%, which is crazy to think about despite how broken so many Rogue cards are at the moment. Shaman's basically non-existent. Murloc Shaman, not great. Has the problem I was worried about where you have decent early game, but absolutely no card draw, no generation, and you just kind of lose early. And again, they can't win the early game board to Paladin anyways, and like there's no control Shaman. The only thing that's really doing anything is like a Rock Biter Shaman. I saw like Pizza Top 100 with it, because you hit mages in the face. It's the common trend. That's the only way to beat them, is to hit them in the face. Warlock, the delete your deck sucks. It's not good. Zoo, I haven't seen Zoo yet, which is crazy because of all the good discard stuff, but I have not seen Zoo one time. Not prevalent. And the only Warlock deck that seems to be okay is the Control Warlock with Ticketus. And people really hate Ticketus because it doesn't let you play your cards. If you're playing anything but aggro, it sucks. Or Mage. Mage typically can still beat it, despite what some people might tell you. High Legend Mage, you'll crap over Warlock. And yeah, I mean, Ticketus is just really not liked, and it punishes like any type of fun deck at any other rank other than high ranks. Where I play, yeah, Ticketus isn't a problem because high ranks, nobody cares about Ticketus, but like the average person, they're gonna get frustrated facing it, and again, that creates a frustration. And Warlock is one of the decks that I keep hearing people want nerfed, despite the fact it's not that great, because Ticketus is so unfun, again leading to that unfun meta. Then I have Warrior, which doesn't really exist right now. Lowest win rate on HS Replay. Losing Risky Skipper was obviously a big deal. It got a lot of good cards in the last expansion, but it can't keep up with the other classes. Like Paladin early game is ridiculous. Mage, the value and the insane burn and just everything they can do, it can't keep up. It's too fair. The class is too fair at the moment. I do think Warrior will pick up. I think someone will build a list that makes sense and makes it decent, but right now nothing's really working, and it's sad because there's a lot of cool stuff from the expansion. So that's like the review of all the classes, and you can see like it's a mix of old decks that aren't quite as good as the new broken stuff, and a lot of the same old basically bullshit that we can't stand, like Ticketus or Priest with Lucia or whatever. And Paladin and Mage lock out almost every class in the game, which makes it frustrating. But the reason I don't think like everything is doom and gloom is the nerfs I think will come. I think there will be adjustments. Ixar's hinted at it, and if they just dial back Paladin, they dial back Mage, and maybe tweak some stuff like Penflinger or Ticketus at some point, I think we have a pretty sweet meta. This expansion's really cool. It's just buried by old garbage that's making things awful. Deck of Lunacy is from the prior set. It's only good because of the new, core set of cards. For the most part, it's old mistakes that are making things frustrating, and if they can adjust that and let the new card shine, I think we could be in for a cool meta. But right now, it's really awful. It's really unfun, and maybe just play Deck of Lunacy like I am and wait for things to get nerfed, and then hopefully we can return to a state of decent Hearthstone. So let me know in the comments below. Are you hating this meta? Are you enjoying it? What would you like to see changed? If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.